Ladies and gentlemen, dear partners, dear leaders, dear friends, dear newcomers, once more you're welcome to this morning call. We have designed this project and we called it 90 Days Challenge to Getting to Diamond and Affiliate Marketing, making it easy in affiliate marketing. So this morning we have a special guest in the house. And I will not waste much of your time introducing him because it's a household name in the MLM industry, especially in Cameroon. He has produced one of the best results in this industry in Cameroon and has trained thousands of people. I call him the moving library of MLM. I call him an encyclopedia because he has amazing strategies. Like in previous companies, he has recorded enormous results that I think there is no one in this industry in Cameroon that would doubt Magistrate Forcheh. He is a magistrate by profession. Ladies and gentlemen, dear partners, I make welcome in this video call this morning, Magistrate Forcheh. He's a business consultant. Over to you, Daddy.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to be sure that you are hearing me 5 on 5.
We are getting you 5 on 5, Daddy.
Awesome. Okay, my name is Forcheh Edward. As our moderator has said, I am a magistrate by profession with over 23 years working experience. And I believe that everybody in Cameroon considers magistrates as very, very successful people. But to me, your success is not measured by who you are, but equally and more importantly, by the people who surround you. So ever since I became a magistrate and my quality of life improved, I was never happy being surrounded by poor, miserable people. And I kept on asking myself, what can I do to help empower the people I see around me languishing in poverty and misery, sickness? And as I kept searching, of course, in the year 2012, a good friend of mine introduced me to network marketing. And I was very, very fortunate to have been mentored by Cameroon's best. Is someone whose name can be called anywhere in the world and he will be applauded. That is Dr. Raoul Juno, who lit fire inside me. And since then, I have become unstoppable. Since then, I was sold on network marketing when I discovered that as busy as I am, at that time I had over 1,300 criminal matters I was doing in court, including civil matter, labor, and motions, and so on. I was a super busy individual, but I noticed that I could use a little bit of my time and build the American dream. And so I signed up and started working. I'm no longer working with him today, but I am kicking. So since we still have very few people on the forum, I would like to mark time a little bit to allow a few more people to join, while hoping that those who are already on the call will get value from the small introduction that I want to make. There are three important things that people crave in life. Everybody wants to get. Number one is good health. Number two is wealth. And number three is happiness. If you have all, you have everything. You live a good life. If you lack any of the three, you can't really boast that you are a successful person. But all the three are attainable by every human being. But most people don't live a good life, not because they can't, but because no one has ever shown them the way. One of my teachers is called Mark Victor Hansen. He is the author of the monumental classic book titled The 1 Minute Millionaire. Mark Victor Hansen says, everywhere you go, you find people struggling with poverty. And a lot of people have the mistaken belief that poverty is lack of money. But he has given a new definition to poverty. According to him, poverty is a degrading, dehumanizing, cancer-like disease of the uninformed mind.
Please, Majesty, take that definition again, please. Take it again.
That poverty is a degrading, dehumanizing, cancer-like disease of the uninformed mind. It makes thieves, robbers, and murderers out of individuals who would be loving if they had been taught the truth that creating prosperity honestly is easy and omni-beneficial, offering deep feelings of self-love, joy, and satisfaction that are profound and lasting. When I saw this definition of poverty given by Mark Victor Hansen, I was super excited because it is all englobing. It tells you all what poverty is. And that's why even the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 10, verse 15, that the rich man's wealth is his strong city, but the destruction of the poor is their poverty. He says, Mark Victor Hansen says, poverty is degrading. Nobody likes it. It is dehumanizing. Of course, it lowers you below the standard of a human being. And that's why people who have been dehumanized can do anything. They will sell their bodies for money. They will involve in corruption. They can do anything. Why? Because they have been dehumanized. And he says it is cancer-like. Now, can we do something about it? Of course. He says people are poor because they have not been taught the truth that creating prosperity is easy and omni-beneficial, offering deep feelings of self-love, joy, and satisfaction that are profound and lasting. And if you read page 6 of The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, you will hear Bob Proctor ask the question, why do you think 1% of the population of the world earns more than 96% of all the money that is being earned? Do you think that is an accident? Then he answers the question, it is no accident. Things are designed that way. The 1% understand the secret, which the 99% do not understand. And if you read chapter 2 of The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, one of the greatest wealth-building philosophers the world has ever had, he says there is a science of getting rich, and it is an exact science like algebra and arithmetic. He goes on to say that in the process of creating wealth, there are laws and principles. Once anyone learns them and begins to apply in his day-to-day life, he will get rich with mathematical certainty. So people are not poor because there isn't enough for everybody. Of course, in chapter 3 of that same book, The Science of Getting Rich, Wallace D. Waters asked the question, is opportunity monopolized? Then he says, no, there is enough abundance in the universe for everybody. And to tell you that you are not poor because you are in Cameroon, you are in Eritrea, you are in South Sudan, he tells you there are poor people everywhere in the world, including the United States, which is the richest nation in the world. And there are rich people everywhere, including the poorest nation like Haiti and so on. Which means if those who are poor find out what the rich do to become rich, they may not have the same opportunities, the same laws, but one thing is clear. When they begin to do what other successful people do, they will come out of poverty. They will become successful. And we are talking about Live Good today, and our topic is getting started right. Before we delve into it, I want to cite one of my most admired authors. He is called Paul Zane Pisa. Paul Zane Pisa has been an economic advisor to 3 successive American presidents because most Americans call him an economic wizard. Some people call him an economic prophet. In 2002, Paul Zane Pisa wrote a book titled The Awareness Revolution: How to Make a Fortune in the Next $1 trillion Industry. In that monumental classic book, Paul Zane Pisa was teaching people how they can position themselves and make a fortune in the health and wellness industry. Americans took his advice to heart, including an icon called Ben Glinsky, who is our CEO. What Paul Zane Pisa said, that as of that time, the health and wellness industry was still $1 million industry. He was saying that from the way things are going,